Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Oh, I look a little rosy today, huh? Ooh-wee. 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 What's up, people? Can you hear me good? Let me see. Let me get the comments pulled up. How's everybody doing? Make sure you drop a like as you come in, please. Like. You guys is not liking this shit. You're not liking my shit. And then what's happening is a lot of you, big up. I'd have a lot of you that are like truck drivers that basically um do the let's see here. Truck drivers that basically follow a lot of my lives and stuff like that. And you need to like the video. You have to come in and like it. You have to come in and like the video. You're not allowed to just come and watch the video while you're driving. Like pull over to the potty and then like the video. You understand what I'm saying? Like you need to pull over to the potty and like the video. Tyrone Cunningham, my husband, I knew you'd be here first. How are you, my dear? Shar, Christina, Riri. Yeah. Azunolan, like up the live, like up the live, like up the live. Because tonight is going to be a beat and teach night. Buju Banton done fucked up. Buju Banton done fucked the fuck up. But we gotta talk about that. And so thanks for everybody to wish me a happy birthday last week on Thursday. Thursday was my 45th birthday or my 45th year alive. Which one? Anyhow, I still have thousands of messages that have not been read. I'm so sorry. You guys, honestly, my phone is a nightmare. My WhatsApp is a nightmare. My DMs on Instagram are a total nightmare. And because of Beryl, I opened the messaging back on my Facebook fan page. And I don't know if opening your messaging for 540,000 people is a wise idea. So like my whole entire Instagram and my Facebook is merged together. And because it's like all meta, it's crazy. You think I look sweet today, Tyrone? Nah, you would never tell me I look bad. If I didn't look bad, you wouldn't tell me anyways. You wouldn't say a blasted word. But guys, Buju Banton did some real slackness this week, and I'm very, very, very offended by it. I don't like when these so-called entertainers do stuff like this. This type of stuff to me is like colonizer behavior, and I don't like it. So a lot of other things happen, but we're gonna get straight into this. Let me see. I wanted to add this today, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. So Mr. Buju Banton decides that he's gonna go on to Drink Champs. Now, when I saw that he was gonna be on Drink Champs, I panicked immediately, like instantaneously, like right now, right? I was like, Buju Banton is going on Drink Champs? It's not gonna be a good idea. Now, you're probably wondering why I said that. And I'm just gonna talk honest today, as honest as possible. Where are all these cords coming from? I have all these iPod cords and thing. But yeah, anyhow. I saw Buju Banton going on the advertisement for him to be on Drink Champs, and I was kind of like, oh shit, this is not gonna go good. The problem why I say that is this, and this is something that I came to find out after I became a Caribbean blogger. I wasn't really aware, right, that, you know, Jamaicans don't really know a lot about their culture and they don't really know about a lot about their history. I had no clue about this. I didn't know that. I honestly thought, because I felt like, hold on, not no, because I felt like, you know, Jamaicans can be a very proud people, right? So they're very loud and like, well, I'm Jamaican, I'm from Jamaica. Rah, 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 rah. Like it's always like pro this, pro that, pro this, pro that. So I figured that a lot of the back work then they would have done because they're pro-Jamaican and they love their country and these things. I didn't think that they would be so vocal and loud and proud of where they come from, but then not have a clue about the history of that proudness, if that makes sense. So when I became a Caribbean blogger, I always felt like, okay, we're going to talk about the Caribbean and we're going to talk about the Caribbean to the people that are not from the Caribbean. Like, so I always thought that my battles would be with white people, right? Like when I first started Caribbean blogging, I'm like, I'm going to be fighting with white folks left, right, and center because white folks don't know our culture and they're going to come and say something ignorant and I'm gonna stand up and defend this shit, right? But I didn't think that as a Caribbean blogger, the bulk of my battles would be with Jamaicans over their own history. Like this, to me, I never, ever anticipated it. And when I say Jamaicans, I'm not gonna, we understand context, right? It's not every single person that comes from Jamaica feels like this. And not every single person from Jamaica doesn't know about their culture. I'm not talking about every single person on the island or every single person from the island. But it's the majority. It's the majority, but it's not everybody, okay? So we do understand the context of what I'm talking about. So now, Buju going on Drink Champs, for me, I'm concerned because I know Buju Banton and I had a feeling about him before, but like now I really realize how ignorant he is and arrogant he is, right? And I know that all artists, no matter what genre they're in, are kind of arrogant when they're ready, but I know that like dancehall artists especially can be very arrogant. And I just think it's time we stop playing around and pussyfooting and tiptoeing and we just be real about what's really happening out here, okay? That's just kind of where I've reached right now because I mean, I'll tell you the truth, like so much people hate me already. So to me it's like, look, I don't think I could make any more enemies if I just start speaking the truth because I have a lot of enemies anyways. So that's just gonna go down that way. Now anyhow, so Buju Banton goes on Drink Champs. Now why I'm concerned is because I know that Nori is Latino, right? He's Hispanic. So I automatically know that a conversation about reggaeton is gonna come up. And I don't know why or where this storyline came into Jamaica about reggaeton, but whatever they were told about reggaeton is very inaccurate. And then I also knew that Afrobeats was gonna kind of get put in their face too. Hi Lisa, hi Chef Fox, hi Kiki. So I said to myself, okay, this is not gonna go good. And I actually, you might not believe me, but I did look to see if I could contact Buju's PR person so that I could be like, don't do this interview. And if you do it, take out any part that's said about reggaeton and take out any part that's said about Afrobeats because this is not going to go good. And I couldn't find a contact person to contact. So anyhow, let's go. So now, I think we need to kind of break down what he said and what's caused the ruckus so that we can kind of understand why he's so in left field. First thing he was saying is like reggaeton stole from them, right? Meaning reggae and dancehall. This has been the narrative that they're running with, and they don't want to let go of this narrative. I'm going to talk about why they don't want to let go later. Now, they said that, reggaeton stole from reggae and dancehall, right? And then he said Afrobeats is not conscious, and Afrobeats basically is took from them as well, and they record with everybody, but they don't come back to the root and come back and record with the dancehall and the reggae people. And I was just like, oh, Buju, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, this was the opportunity you could have taken to actually either say, you know what, I don't really know much about the history of Afrobeats and I don't know the history of reggaeton. So let me you guys educate me on it. Because as I said, as a Caribbean blogger, you guys know when you diss the Caribbean, I'm going to be the first to run out. There's also another blogger on Instagram. She's bigger than me on Instagram, by the way. Her name is Fiona Compton, and she's called Know Your Caribbean. She is no joke. When it comes to the facts and the stats and the history and certain thing in slavery, she don't play. She don't play. So Fiona Compton, she's Know Your Caribbean. If she was on there, I wouldn't even be worried. I'd be like, okay, Fiona gonna handle this because I know she knows her stuff. But like, for me, I'm like, we as much as we have to promote ourselves and talk about the Caribbean in a good light, we also have to be honest and speak on the things that are in a bad light as well. We can't just come and be biased and make ourselves seem like we're perfect when we're not. And we can't start trying to erase history from people's contributions because it looks away. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the beginning of Jamaican music. Let's start there. I wanted to see if I could draw. Let me see if this is gonna be able to add. You guys, you know what happens when you get fancy thing about here? You understand what I mean? Oh, that's me again. Okay. So I was kind of worried about this, but let's go back. Let me see if I could get this to come on. Is this gonna come up? No, it's not coming on. It's not picking it up. Okay. Anyhow, we'll talk about it. So let's get into the history of Jamaican music. Right? The first music in Jamaica, in Jamaican history, is a music called mento, right? That was kind of established in the 1900s. So this is the new music that's created in Jamaica after all the slaves, indentured laborers, etc., have come to the Caribbean. This is the music that starts. It's called mento, right? But what is mento, really and truly, right? Well, mento is actually nicknamed Jamaican calypso, right? So why would mento be nicknamed Jamaican calypso? So you don't want to talk to nobody tonight and upset nobody. You behave, Tyrone. Hey, honeybee. So mento is Jamaican calypso. And basically that music originated in Trinidad and Tobago, which is calypso music. And I don't know what it is. I don't understand. But there's just way too many Jamaicans that struggle to work with this storyline that is documented throughout history. It's almost like, and this is me speculating, but I feel like sometimes they're just like, there's no way, we took music from anybody because we invented the world, right? Like, I don't understand where this comes from. I'm trying to figure out if it's like being taught in schools in Jamaica, if it's being taught at home in Jamaica, but like for some reason, Jamaicans think that the world started with them. Like no one had anything until they came. And nobody, right? Like it's like, oh no, like the world started when Bob Marley came on the scene. And it's kind of like, no, right? So mento is Trinidadian music made by Jamaicans. It's calypso music that was done by Jamaicans. So calypso originated in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay? So when you hear Buju talking about the root, now you're going to understand this conversation in a second, right? So let me line this up. So realistically, mento, if we want to look at the DNA, is 50% Jamaican, 50% Trinidadian, right? Because they took all of the lyrics, the styles, the patterns, everything from Trinidad and Tobago. The only thing that they did was they had Jamaican artists do the music and they had Jamaican producers make the music. But the whole concept and everything else was a Trinidadian concept, foundation. It's built off Trinidadian calypso. So this is how mento comes into place, right? Now we fast forward a bit. We get to like the 1950s. And what's happening is America starts to influence Jamaica. Jamaicans start going to America to do farm work. TV's coming in Jamaica now. Radio's coming in Jamaica now. And wait, hold on. Reggaeton is literally Shabba Ranks Dembo. No, it's not. You're lying. Don't do this right now. Please, money management, we can just chill. Wait, let me explain to you the situation. So what happened now is the Americans are coming in. the influence is coming into Jamaica, TVs, radio. Jamaicans is going to like the States to do farm work and come back. They're bringing back records. They're bringing back Ray Charles. They're bringing back whatever. So now what they end up doing is they kind of combine mento along with the R&B that they got from America, and they make a music called ska. So ska music now is a combination of mento and American R&B. This originated in the 1950s, right? And this is kind of when sound system culture started to kind of become predominant in Jamaica as well. So it's like mento and R&B and like Jamaican sound system culture. So R&B is the basic foundation for ska, right? R&B is the foundation for ska. It's R&B and mento combined, but it is the R&B in America that's influencing the singing styles, the singing patterns, the singing topics. So it's an R&B music on basically a Jamaican beat. So now if we look at ska, right? Ska is 50% American, 25% Trini, and 25% Jamaican. Technically, if we want to start looking at it like from that aspect, right? So ska is built off the back of American R&B. And I don't think Jamaicans know this. I don't think they know that it's true. That's why the entire genre is being sued by the. Can you just wait? Because you're talking narratives. This is not. Don't do this, please. Today, don't. Ska. I know it hurts, but fellow drinkers, what Babbzy talk. So listen. So ska is ripped off American R&B on Jamaican beats in Jamaican patois. That is what ska is. Ska is American music done by Jamaicans combined with mento, which is half Trinidadian. So do you start to see the problem here? Now, when we start to go down the line from ska, the next music is rocksteady, the next music is reggae, and then the next music is dancehall. So this means that American R&B and Trinidadian calypso is in the bloodline of dancehall, reggae, rocksteady, and ska, right? These music all evolved one another. Like they came after one another, right? It's not like trap dancehall, right? Trap dancehall is not dancehall. Trap dancehall is hip hop. It's Jamaican trap and Jamaican drill because the beat. So trap dancehall is not didn't even evolve from dancehall. Trap dancehall evolved from hip hop. And this is where Jamaicans are just literally confused because they don't understand the dynamic of how music evolves. They don't understand the identifiers and how music is identified. Music is identified by its beat, right? So if you have a trap beat, you can't call it dancehall. It's trap. You have a drill beat, that's hip hop. So trap dancehall is a misleading term, right? It is not dancehall. It is American hip hop with Jamaican singing and patois on it. It's hip hop music. It's hip hop's offspring. So it doesn't come from the calypso mento line. It comes from the hip hop line. Now they're saying that Jamaicans invented hip hop. No, they didn't. Hip hop was invented by a man in America who was born in Jamaica and left Jamaica when he was 9. Him and his American friends invented hip hop music. It wasn't invented in Jamaica and then brought to America. It was invented by a group of people. The DJ credited was born in Jamaica and left Jamaica at 9, 10 years old. Him and his American friends made rap music. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you're just literally trying to knock everybody out of history. And this is what is causing the problem. Now, reggaeton. Reggaeton did not do anything different from what mento did. Reggaeton did not do anything different from what trap dancehall has done, right? And in fact, if you want to be real, ska is a bigger culture vulture music than any music because America doesn't even have anything to do with Jamaica. You literally went to America, saw what they were doing, and came back and did it. and named it a music, and Americans to this day don't even know that your music was built off their back. So when you see Kendrick Lamar and Drake rapping and you're like, oh, they got that from us, they need to credit us, let's not start talking about the crediting. Let's chill out. Because if we start talking about the crediting, you're going to lose this battle. Reggaeton is not reggae and dancehall. You're letting the name confuse you. The dembow, Pokemon Jam, those rhythms are not all, that's what started, but what's happening now with reggaeton is reggaeton sounds more like salsa and merengue. Like Hispanic people had their own music before reggae and dancehall, you know. Samba and all kind of, like, I don't understand why you think that the world had no music till reggae came. Where are you getting this from? These people had their own music for years. Why do you think Jamaica invented music? Where are you getting this from? You really think that Hispanic people were sitting down with no music? You never seen their salsa, samba, merengue? Like, they have dozens and dozens of music types the same way in America. They have hip hop, they have country, they have jazz, they have blues, right? Country music and hip hop music don't have nothing to do with one another. Why do you think that like the Hispanic people had no music? They had music. What were they doing before reggae? You think they were just all sitting down in their house looking at to see when the next eclipse was going to come? This is where the arrogance is coming in now. The fact that you feel that these people had nothing till you came. You sound like colonizers. This is Christopher Columbus talk, bruh. That's why I don't think it's wise for these people to have these conversations, because they don't understand what's going on. Stop it. Reggaeton is one sound from the Hispanic people. They have dozens of sounds. So if the issue is that they want credit for the dembow, so then give credit to Ray Charles, give credit to Quincy Jones, give credit to Motown, to Diana Ross, to Patti LaBelle. Give the credit that you took from these people, and they don't even know you took it. At least you know what reggaeton is doing. These people don't even know you hijacked them. If you keep suing people for doing this when you did worse, this could go very badly for you. This may not go well for you. You might collapse your whole music industry. Because if Wayne Wonder starts to get dig up behind, and Luther Vandross and Michael Bolton and these people's estates come looking and be like, wait a minute, he didn't write Here and Now by Luther Vandross. How come he's listed as the writer on the credits? Because there's a lot of shit that went on with reggae. There's a lot of shit that went on with rocksteady that a lot of people are not talking about. You don't want this battle. You will lose it. You are more of a vulture than any music. Ska took literally the people's music and listed themselves as the writer. Chill out. There's a reason why Bears Hammond doesn't perform These Arms of Mine in these songs, because he can't. Those are not his songs. He can't fuck around anymore. You don't hear Wayne Wonder singing Here and Now. Why? Because he can. It's Luther Vandross's song. It's not his song. And in history, all of these guys are listed as the songwriters for these songs when Michael Bolton and these men wrote their songs. Barry White, Percy Sledge. These guys wrote these songs, and these Jamaicans came and listed themselves as writer on the credits. What are you talking about? Don't do this, B. That's why this person in the comments running off their mouth, chill out. You're gonna make yourself look worse. You did more vulching than anybody. Byron Lee vulched the whole of Calypso and Soca. He owns the copyright on all these people's songs. Don't do this. Don't do this. Because if Calypso and Soca want to sue Byron Lee, and like, this can go badly for Jamaicans. This may not be a win for you. So you might win this reggaeton battle, but you might lose every other single one because you have no leg to stand on. Reggaeton is a blend of calypso and soca and dancehall and reggae and samba and merengue and all of the sounds. It originated in Panama. Panama is the Caribbean. Then it was Puerto Rico that made the music big. Puerto Rico's in the Caribbean, even though it's considered a U.S. nation. It's a Caribbean nation. This is not culture vultures. They didn't take something and then label it as their own music. They basically gave their own influence on a sound the same way Jamaicans did with trap dancehall, the same way Jamaicans have done with ska, and the same way Jamaicans have done with mento. So why is it now that reggaeton is a problem? It's because they're making money. It's because that their music is big. It's because that they were able to get it right and they were able to win. So now there's this bitterness towards them. The majority of reggaeton and the majority of majority of reggaeton sounds like samba and salsa and soca and calypso. Dancehall's not even predominant anymore in reggaeton. That phase is that era's over. Yes, they have a whole category called dembow, but does it sound like Shabba Dembow to you? Hold on, let me play it. Let me play it so you can understand. Let me play it because I want you to tell me if this sound like Shabba Dembow to you. This is one of the biggest dembow artists, right? This is one of the biggest dembow artists. Now let me see if I could find the song here for you. Hold on. Does that sound like dembow to you? Does that sound like Shabba Ranks dembow? The music is called dembow. It doesn't mean it sounds like it. That does not sound like Shabba Ranks dembow. That does not sound like Shabba Ranks dembow. So stop repeating narratives. Stop repeating narratives. That's not true. The bulk of reggaeton sounds like samba and merengue and salsa and calypso and soca. Look at the BPMs on their music. What dancehall songs have 140 BPMs on them? What are you talking about? You sound crazy. You sound crazy. You just want the story to be that they took. In the beginning, they fused the sounds. They fused the sounds in the beginning. That's not, nobody's ever disputed that. But to try to make it seem like they hijacked dancehall and then they went and relabeled it, that's not what happened. They gave their own interpretation of the music the same way Jamaicans gave their own interpretation of Ray Charles, their own interpretation of Percy Sledge. These are Caribbean people. These are people that grew up on reggae and dancehall, soca and calypso. The only island that didn't grow up on soca and calypso is Jamaica. The rest of the islands and the rest of the countries, they grew up on this music. So they now have taken that and they've infused it. James Bond, old school reggaeton song. No one's disputing that back in the day that was a part of the influence. But a lot of the rhythms sounded like soca. A lot of the rhythms sounded like calypso. Tiny Whiny. They recycled a whole heap of rhythms. So it wasn't like they just took this sound and ran with it. And then I don't understand why they keep trying to paint this picture. It's annoying. They didn't do anything different than actually ska did worse. Ska did worse because Ska went and listed themselves as the writers. Ska took the people music from America and then just relabeled it as them as the writer. That's why you won't see these guys perform certain songs anymore because they can't. They don't even want to start that battle. Right? So when Buju Banton says they stole our music and da 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 da, it's like, bruh, talk about the music you stole. Talk about the music that your music stole. If we want to talk about reggaeton And if we all agree, fine. So then it's right for then, it would be right then for Ray Charles' estate to come and sue Ska. If they can sue for the Dembow rhythm and they can sue for the Pokemon Jam rhythm, then it is okay for Michael Bolton, Luther Vandross, Barry White, Motown Records, all of them to come right now and sue Ska for the rights back of their music. It's that is fair. So if we want to support the suing of reggaeton, then we need to support the suing of Ska. Because I am never going to come up on my platform and be unfair. I'm never going to come up on my platform and act like, you know what? We can just take from people and then we don't get checked. But then when people take from us, we check them. If we're going to battle reggaeton, then we have to take the battle against Ska. And Trinidad has the right to then battle Mento. That's fair. And America has the right to battle trap dancehall. So if this reggaeton battle is fair, then get Trinidad to battle Mento, get America to battle hip hop and to battle trap dancehall and to battle ska. If that's what you want, that's fine. But don't make it seem like you didn't take music from people. Right? So that's my issue. Panama's Caribbean. Puerto Rico's Caribbean. And I can show you all down to the 1980s that Percy Sledge and Luther Vandross and them were not getting credit for their music. Jamaica did not credit them for their music. That's a lie. I went through all of the copyright. Like, that is an absolute lie. You go through the records. Remember, I have the records, you know. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. I have the actual 45s. I have the 45s. My dad did love Roberta Flack, you know, Jesus Christ. Oh no, this is my mom's record. Oh, Mom, you was buying up some Roberta Flack, eh? But listen, this is why I feel like this is not a good conversation, because it's like Jamaicans don't want to admit to the fact that they took Trinidadian calypso. They don't want to admit to the fact that they took American R&B to make ska, and they don't want to admit that they took hip hop beats now to make trap dancehall. It's insane. It's insane. So no, Buju, when you're talking about, oh, they thief and ripped off from us, you talked about the rest of the story. Tell the rest of the story. But we ripped off America and we ripped off, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Now, Afrobeats. Afrobeats is a generic term being used for pop African music. Why would conscious music be a part of pop African music playing on the radio in America? What would make you think that that Africans don't have conscious music in Afrobeats? When SZA was singing about I Have No White God, was that playing on the radio in America? When SZA sings about Babylon, I use them brain, is that playing on the radio in America? America is a pop music country. They're not playing conscious reggae on the radio in America. So what would make you, Buju Banton, believe that Afrobeats should then now have conscious music a part of Afrobeats and it doesn't exist? Why would you think that it doesn't exist? Why would you not apply the same logic of your own music to their music and say, well, you know what? I don't know conscious African music. Africans are making conscious music in Afrobeats. Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. Hold on there. Let me find something for you. The name of the boy. These things that you do, when you do stuff like this is what makes people be like, I don't like Jamaicans. They're this and they're that and they're this is because it's like you didn't take this time to actually show love. You took this time to show that you're bitter and you're bad mind. This was an opportunity for you to educate the people on the history of the music, but you chose to be bitter and bad mind. And I'm going to show you a few things. So, the fact that you're saying that Africa has no conscious music is insane to me. There's no Afrobeats that's conscious. This is insane to me. This is insane to me. Let me try this one. Hold on. It's like, I don't know. It's like you look down on everybody. Nobody don't have this. Nobody don't have that. Nobody don't have nothing. Nobody don't have, like, these people have their own stuff. They have their own things. Actually, I don't want to show this one. Hold on. Let me set it up. These people have their own. These people have their own things. It's crazy. Hold on. Let me try it.
My level up. My level up.
It's back.
Maybe today I don't get nothing, but tomorrow I go get something. And I go buy the motor for mama.
Conscious.
But the enemy won't worry me. I go show all of them tragedy. No be today, we start to. So if I sing my song, if I keep up for long, because you don't know that day, Jesus Christ, he go come. So if you see me today, I know my level.
Hold on. Let me show it live so you can understand that they have conscious music. Hold on there. Hold on.
I go. My level up. My level up.
It's back.
Maybe today I don't get nothing, but tomorrow I go get something. But the enemy won't worry me. I go show all of them tragedy. So if I sing my song, if I keep up a long, because you don't know that day, Jesus Christ, he go come. So if you see me today,
Oh, my level.
anybody publish a
Sure. I know my level. Look how the people are reacting. What do you mean they don't have conscious music? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They have conscious music. This music doesn't make it to the radio in America. They have their music. These songs don't make it to the radio in America. What would make you think they don't have conscious music? Because you don't hear it? Then now, the part that kills it is you come now and you're like, and all of a sudden, you went around and you went and recorded with everybody and you didn't come to the root. Drop a like on my video, please, guys, by the way. Drop a like, drop a like, drop a like. These are deep conversations. You know, these other bloggers can't really do that. So now, you said that they go around and they record everybody, but they don't record with you because you're not pushing no units, bro, God. I saw Rima the other day on a billboard in Sephora. He's with Selena Gomez's, what's it called, Rare Beauty? Why would I be an Afrobeats artist and have a choice between Selena Gomez and Buju Banton and choose Buju Banton? You not moving no units, bruh. You not making no sales. Why would I go and ditch myself? This is a business. It's not buying grabber at the corner from the patty shop, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? I'm not recording with you, and I could record with Justin Bieber and why would I record with you? You can't help me. You're not selling nothing. Your album, you had 2 albums in the last how many years? The first sold 3,000 first week, and then the second sold 1,100. The second album sold 1,100 first week. What do you want me to go in a ditch behind you for? I'm not doing that. When I could get Selena Gomez on my remix, and I'm gonna be in Sephora. Hugging, what? Why would I do that? Why would you expect Afrobeats artists to record with dancehall artists right now? When you wasn't nice, you didn't even acknowledge them. The reason why so much Afrobeat sounds like dancehall is because it is dancehall. Shatta Wale is a reggae artist. No, you see how these people stay? How many years have gone by where Shatta Wale has not been seen as a dancehall artist? Shatta Wale is not recognized in Jamaica as a dancehall artist, even though he is a dancehall artist. And I'm going to prove you, G. Roy, that you're an idiot. And it's not good to come up here and test me when you do this shit. Now I'm going to embarrass you because I want you guys to know that I'm the facts god. Shatta Wale is not a part, he does not want to be a part of dancehall anymore. Let me show you. Hold on. Because you guys think that this is some soft soap up here. Who's going to be the clown? Who's going to be the clown right now? Babbzy's undisputed. You're a Jamaican hater? No, you're just a liar. And you want me to come and lie for Jamaicans, and I'm not doing that. Because I talk the truth, and that's what my platform's here for. So yeah, I'm a Jamaican hater now because now what? Because I'm speaking the truth. Go tell your mother about them thing there. I ain't got no time with you and your emotional self. Okay? Shatta Wale Ghana's self-styled king of dancehall has built a highly successful career on the Jamaican sound. He has numerous awards under his belt, a huge number of releases, and legions of adoring fans. His fans are so ardent, in fact, that Ghana, he moves with a team of security guards, yada, yada, yada. Shatta Wale is nothing but a straight talker, blah, 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 blah. But despite this, he's teamed up with Nigerian artists Tenko and Bankuli to come up with his first Afrobeats album. He's moving over because he realizes that it makes more sense to him to be categorized as an Afrobeats artist than to be categorized as a dancehall artist because he's not accepted in Jamaica as a dancehall artist. Clown. Womp, womp, womp. Hold on, I must have that sound effect somewhere. Hold on a second. What do I feel like? Hold on. Oh, that's crickets. That's crickets. I'm not in my feelings. Don't come on my platform and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. That's the one thing I'll check you on. Shatta Wale does not want to be a dancehall artist. He has no home. Jamaica does not accept him. So it makes more sense for him to be classified as an Afrobeats artist. What were you saying again? Sorry? This is why I'm the governor and what? What'd you say? I'm a Jamaican hater? Yeah, because I'm speaking the truth. You guys will always do that. That's your default. That's your default. Because you don't like anybody coming up here and speaking the truth. Afrobeats is a huge category of music, and Afro dancehall, because they had no home, they were able to find a home with Afrobeats because Jamaica would not accept them as dancehall artists. That is a fact, and everybody knows that. But you want to hide that right now, right? You don't want anybody to know that you were rejecting them back in the day. So now Burna Boy, who was a dancehall artist, who's now aligned as Afrobeats, he's a sellout. But when you didn't hear Fota talking about him, you remember when you used to come down to Jamaica hungry and not beg for get pound rhythm? And that's what you guys like. You like to be able to style people. You like to be able to put them down and belittle them. You like to be able to try to put them back in their place and be like, you're a nobody. Remember when you were coming to Jamaica and you couldn't get nowhere? That's why now. And you think you're somebody now because you're an Afrobeats artist and you're big? Remember the times when you were coming to Jamaica begging to get on rhythms and da-da-da-da-da. You love to do that because you love to tear down people. You love to kick up people when they're doing well. Before you just come and say, yo, you know Burna Boy used to be like trying real hard in this dancehall thing. I'm so glad to see that he's successful right now in Afrobeats. Nope, here you come. Remember when you used to come to Jamaica hungry and beg for come catch over at Big Yard Studio? And remember when nobody used to pay you no mind? And remember, like, that's what you do. You don't like nobody to feel good and you don't want nobody to win. That's what my beef with Buju Banton is. Then talking about, oh, you go and record around everybody and not the... Where's your collab with Sparrow, Buju? Because you used to be on the top in dancehall when you were singing Bati Rider Murder. And when you were singing Bogle, why you never collab with Lord Kitchener? Why you never collab with Gabby? Because when you was winning, you wasn't looking at nobody neither. When dancehall and reggae was on top, you wasn't collabing with nobody. The only motherfucker that even in the Caribbean that got a look in was Machel. And that's because Beanie brought him in 1997 when he did Unidentified Flying Objects. And then he's on the underwater rhythm with Big Fat Fish. That's how he got in. Beanie Man is who got him on that rhythm. You don't have no collabs, Buju, with David Rudder. The root, remember? Because these are your roots. These artists are from your roots. Sparrow sings the music from your music's root. Why you ain't record with him? Where's your collab with Red Plastic Bag? You don't have no collabs with no Caribbean artists. And your music comes from Calypso. So why you ain't record with none of them? Why you didn't give them no look in? Why you ain't give them no shine? You're a hypocrite. And I don't like that. You cannot be a hypocrite when it comes to the music. Right now, it's reggaeton's time. Right now, it's Afrobeats time. Big them up and let them do their thing. They don't have to record with nobody they don't want to record with. You didn't help them get to where they got to, so they don't owe you nothing. You didn't even let them align with you. You didn't even let them say anything to you. So no, do not come now and talk about who needs to record with nobody. And they can't. And no, they don't need to record with none of you. You didn't help them. They record with the people that rate them. Popcorn. That's why when you guys are running around calling Popcorn our artist groupie, he was giving these people a strength. That's why DeVito and these guys will do a song with him and Pato ranking them. They'll do a song with Popcorn. Busy Signal was there with them in the earlies. Conscience was there with them in the earlies. There was a lot of, you wasn't there with them, Buju. You didn't do no song with none of these guys. What are you talking about? So why now that they're big and they're international stars, they're supposed to come and look back and record with you? Nah, bro, God. You're bitter and you're angry. You're bitter and you're angry. Dancehall and reggae will always be at the top. Every music. No, it's not. You're Buju Banton just sold 1,100 albums first week. You're nowhere. You're at the bottom. You don't even have a singles Billboard chart anymore. What are you talking about? This is what I'm saying. You guys lied to yourself. Yo, we run it. No, you don't. No, you do not. Afrobeats has a 50-song Billboard chart. You've never even had that. Reggae and dancehall has never had that. Ever in the history. They've never had a 50-song singles chart. Never. What are you talking about? On top where? In Jamaica. You will always be on top of in Jamaica. Of course you will. Rima 11, talk about Barbados' flying fish. Talk about the flying fish in your mother's boxy hole. That's what you need to be worried about. I could talk about what I want. I'm a Caribbean blogger. Thank you. Suck your mother. So this is the problem, right? Like, it's like, no, we want the story to go this way, and then we're gonna bully you, and we're gonna fight with you and make you believe that this is what it is. No, that's not what happened. Dancehall and reggae are not on top right now. That's a lie. Rima's been around how long, and he's ramming out Madison Square Gardens and whatever. You don't have no dancehall artists in the last 10 years that can ram out Madison Square Garden. What are you talking about? You're on top in Jamaica. You're on top in Jamaica. So my thing is this. You're an artist. You want to go, and you need to go and respect other genres. When you get interviewed, you need to go and watch what Machel and these people do and just say, yo, big up yourself. Big up Afrobeats, big up reggaeton. All of us as ghetto people, and we found our way out and we got our way. No, you don't want nobody to win. Listen to me, even track and field the other day, I watch all ya. Yo, all yas can be sickening when you're ready, you know. Imagine this St. Lucian girl, Julian Alfred, wins the 100-meter dash for women. Here you come. Oh, you know, she went to school in Jamaica for 3 years. So yeah, we rubbed off on her, and that's why she won. What? You really feel like that is cool to come and say? Yeah, we rubbed off on her. When I know Jamaicans that were born in Jamaica, left Jamaica at 18, they're 35 now, and all you refuse to consider them as Jamaican. Steph London just clashed Jada Kingdom. All you say Steph London is not no Jamaican. And because this girl went to school in Jamaica for 3 years, she's Jamaican, and that's the reason she won the Olympics. And then you would say, these island people don't like us. Well, if you come and you want to discredit everybody, How you could look at Jillian Alfred with a big hard back St. Lucian accent and try to tie Jamaica into that? This is the thing. It's so programmed in you, you don't even realize you're doing it. When Barbados went independent from the Queen and they became a republic, every single island came up there and they were like, congratulations, Barbados, big up yourself. Jamaica gets up there, well, you know, we were supposed to become a republic already, and then we weren't able, and then, you know, we want to make Bob Marley the national hero because they had made Rihanna national hero. You're the only island that come and talk about Jamaica. You have to be involved in. It's you that create this, and you start this, and you make this, and you do this, and the rest of we are idiots, and the rest of us are losers, and we must go talk about flying fish. But you can sit down and talk about Donald Trump. You can sit down and talk about any topic you want, but you must confine a little idiot, little island girl, to go and talk about this little idiotness there, and she can't come and talk about no topics when you don't even know where your music came from. You don't even know the history of your country, but you're coming to come and silence people because, oh, you're the big mighty Jamaican, and this is a small little idiot from Barbados talking. There are levels beneath us. She shouldn't talk. She's not supposed to have an opinion because she don't come from nowhere. Her family don't come from nothing. That is the problem. If you looked at the music in unity, more so as, well, we're the reason that Kendrick Lamar and Drake are trending because they took our class style and they took everything from you. None of us had nothing to do in life until Jamaica came with music. When Jamaica came with ska, thank you for saving the world because we had nothing. The whole of us. If it was not for the big mighty Jamaican, we would have nothing in life. Keep acting like that and see how far it's going to get you. We had nothing. We had no food. We had no running water. All you invent light. All you invent the sun. All you invent the stars. All you invent everything. All you invent everything. You invent plane. You invent the boat. You invent ship. You invent ports. You invent everything on the planet. We were just sitting and waiting for you guys to just come and save us. All 8 billion of us. We were like, oh God, when will Jamaica come and save us? We need some music because we don't have nothing. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have anything in life right now. The other day, we were talking about the grapefruit originated in Barbados, not originated in Jamaica. What are you talking about? The grapefruit originated in Barbados? No, it didn't originate in Jamaica. What are you talking about? Barbados is a little speck of an island. How could a grapefruit come from there? Oh, okay. Okay. So obviously, if you make everybody and everything seem like it's you all, this is the issue you're gonna get. Marshall's interviewed about Afrobeats all the time. How come he's never had no controversial statements? Because he's never come with the arrogance, like, oh, well, it's us, and then they need to come and record with us. And it's like, no, they don't. They can record with who they want to record with. They can record with who they want to record with. And if I have the choice between Buju Banton and Selena Gomez, you know what my decision is going to be. There's no way in hell I'm going to go record with an artist that's pushing 1,100 albums first week. And I could be on a billboard in Sephora. That choice is easy. You're making it seem like reggaeton and Afrobeats were all aligned with you and then they jumped ship. That's not what happened. You were never aligned with these music. You never recognized them. When you were on top, you did not recognize nobody. When you were on top in the 90s with dancehall, you recognized no one except hip-hop. You did not recognize anybody. So it's their time now and it's not your time now. That's what it is. Simple. It's Afrobeats time, it's reggaeton's time, and it's not your time. And it's not about teething, it's not about this, it's not about that. It's about y'all not being able to come together and build the music and make the music grow. The only difference between Afrobeats, reggaeton, and dancehall is the people. The only difference is the people. How did they take your music then and relabel it as something different, but it's theirs? And how could poor ass Haiti and Cuba, these are not rich countries. These are not powerful countries. How did they take over in mainstream in America? There's only large Latino communities in places like Miami and New York. How did they come and they dominate the charts? How did Africans who are poorer than Caribbean people, a lot of them, how did they come over and dominate the charts? It's the people, the mentality of the people. That's the only difference. The reason that reggae and dancehall is stagnant is because of the people. You can't be mad. If you're gonna be mad at anybody, be mad at yourself and ask yourself why we not moving as a collective. Right? So Buju Banton, to me, that was a very disrespectful interview. I was absolutely shocked to see that Buju Banton did that. And I feel like when you have discussions about reggaeton and when you have discussions about Afrobeats and these things, you need to be a little bit more educated about your own music before you start talking about other people's music, because you don't even know where your own music comes from. You don't even know where your own music comes from. You don't even know that you're the biggest culture vultures in the Caribbean. You don't even know that. Right? Because soca is not culture vulture music. Soca evolved from calypso. Soca is not a combination of another sound from another continent or another culture. Soca is the same sound from calypso. It just evolved and they sped it up and they made changes. Soca is not culture vulture music. Soca has no impurities. But ska took everything from America. Everything. And just Buju Banton's sake, like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, you do know that Afrobeats and reggaeton are huge categories of music, and even within your own category of music, like reggae. Right? You look at reggae. Like Sizzla, Richie Spice, Richie Spice, Beres Hammett, they don't sing the same music. Beres Hammett ever sing about marijuana on the corner? Has Beres Hammett sang cultural music? Has Beres Hammett sing about he has no white God? Where's Beres Hammett's cultural music? Conscious music. Where's his conscious music? Because on paper, George Nooks, Beres Hammett, Richie Spice, Sizzla, Buju, you're all the same artists listed. You are listed as a reggae artist. So how come Beres is not singing any conscious music, and that's not a problem? He's singing about double trouble waiting in his bed. Ain't he? He's singing about what one dance can do because he saw some man's woman and he wanted to dance with her and she loves me now. That's what he's singing. He's not singing about, them I wonder how if you do this. Like, you guys don't sing the same music. Sizzla and Beres don't sing the same music. Christopher Martin and Richie Spice don't sing the same music. So if you could even look at the diversity in your own reggae categories, you can't see that. You can't just jump up and look and be like, hey, oh, they're not conscious and this and that. And you, what? Some of you are messaging me. Listen, I'm not upset, I know what they're gonna do. So when they come and they're like, clown, this is this and that. No, I have a receipt to back every single thing that I ever say on God. I'm the receipts boss, and everybody knows that. Afrobeats has conscious music. There's been conscious music in Afrobeats. They just don't make the charts in America because Americans are not gonna relate to I know my level. I'm waiting for the day Jesus Christ could come so I could buy my mom a Toyota. They're not gonna gravitate to those songs. That's not the type of people that they are. They in the party they want to dance. They're not gonna dance to that. The same way, Sizzla, Black Woman and Child did not Billboard chart neither. Conscious music. So to me, it's like an arrogance where it's like you're being arrogant. You're being arrogant right now about the music, and I don't like that. Don't take a position of arrogance, especially when you're a veteran artist. Now, these younger guys like Massacre and Popcorn and them, they get it. They get it. That's why you will see TJ collab with Davido Drift. That's why you see Byron collabing with Burna Boy for Taliban's, because they get it. They understand. They could collab with Buju. He can't push no numbers for them. Burna Boy is going to get me on the Billboard 100. Davido's going to get me on the Billboard 100. And Davido will work with Popcorn because Popcorn was the one that recognized them from early. Popcorn always recognized Afrobeats guys, and he always recognized soca people. That's why the people love Popcorn the way that they do, because he's one of the very few artists that's always recognized these groups of people. Sean Paul always recognized reggaeton. That's why they will always work with him. So when you look at a category like reggae, and you alone can see all the different categories of you can see all the different categories of reggae artists. How did George Nooks is not conscious? He sings gospel. Is gospel music conscious? Because he's singing about God. He's not singing about Jah. Carlene Davis and Marcia Griffiths are not the same kind of artists. Be respectful to the other genres. Be respectful to the other people. Stop disrespecting everybody. Stop disrespecting people. Stop disrespecting people's accomplishments and their achievements. Stop disrespecting people. That's my complaint about this whole Buju Banton interview. I feel Buju Banton just came and started to look down on everybody and be like, oh yeah, you didn't record with us and we're the root and like, bro, get off your high horse. You not selling nothing. If you sold 250,000 albums first week and said that, that would be a different conversation. Bro, I sold more carrot boxes in my first week than you sold albums. And my carrot boxes are like $50 and $75. You're not moving no units. They're not buying your music. So what's the plan for you now? Well, put yourself back in a desirable position for people to want to collab with you, if that's what you're looking for. So you need to sell units. So the Jamaicans that are coming and telling me to suck my mother on YouTube right now, they don't buy music. That's why I'm not looking at them, because they're irrelevant to the conversation. They are a part of the problem. They will not buy nobody's album when it comes out. Cartel just came out of jail. Every single one of his videos, 500,000 views, half this, half that. He put out an album the day he came out. How many albums did how many sales did that album have first week? Dismal. All these Gaza people. You're Gaza. Why you never buy Cartel album? Because you don't care about the music. You care about bacchanal and argument. So in my chat right now, right, I'm the replacement between World Dog winding up in a costume, fighting with Otto and Swissley or Mackerel, and so like I'm just a piece of entertainment for you. So you're gonna come and troll me now and come and drag me now because you're looking for cheap entertainment by any means, and I am not gonna give it to you. You gotta go somewhere else to get that. So you don't care who it is that's fighting with each other and bickering. Once it's bacchanal and torment and strife, you're going to be a part of it. You're going to find your way to be there. But when it's to uplift your own people and buy their music and support them and make them look good on chart, remember, you're a people with pride. If you're a people with pride, why are you not putting your own artists in a position where they can be prideful so that they don't have to go and look bitter on an interview with Drink Champs? Buju Banton should have been sitting on that Drink Champs and be like, yo, one thing I could tell you, my Jamaican people back me. I bet you if he sold 100,000 albums first week, he would have had nothing to say about reggaeton or Afrobeats. He'd have been like, good luck to everybody. Yeah, man, big up the Afrobeats, man, them. Yeah, man, big up reggaeton, man, them. But because he can't push no music, he vexed and angry, and he come down and he's like, well, they talk from us, and they talk from us, and these people thief. And that's exactly what the problem is. You're not happy. Happy people don't troll and cuss people. Happy people don't do and act like how you acting. You just looking for cheap entertainment because your life is hollow. So when you see St. Lucia win a gold medal, everybody else was like, congratulations. Congratulations. What if Bajans came and said, well, guess what? The gold medal belongs to Barbados because remember St. Lucia? You have to connect in Barbados to fly to Miami, you know. So, yeah, she stepped on Bajan's soul 15 times, so the gold medal's ours. Imagine. St. Lucia win their first gold medal. Everybody cheering. Everybody happy. Here them come. Oh, she went to school in Jamaica for 3 years. Yeah, we rubbed off on her. Yeah, so you know what? That her goal's ours because Jamaica ain't had nobody in the finals. All of a sudden now you come and claim Julian Alfred with a St. Lucian accent who sounds like Gillo and Ricky T. How you get this dude? How you don't even have no shame? How you don't even have, like, where does this audacity come from? You couldn't just say congrats, Julian Alfred and St. Lucia? Nope. Yeah, so she went to school in Jamaica for 3 years. Oh, I had a feeling she had Jamaican blood in her. Jamaican blood in her? She has Jamaican blood in her? She went to school in Jamaica for 3 years. She's Jamaican? And you guys will deny real Jamaicans with real Jamaican accents that grew up and live in Jamaica, left Jamaica when they're 19 and 20, and now they're 38, 39, and you're like, you're not Jamaican. You're a foreigner. But then now, big whole hardback woman with a raspy St. Lucian accent, you come to claim her. She went to school in Jamaica for 3 years, so you know what that means. You have to find yourself in everything that's not happy and pride. That's lack of humility and shame. And you carry this in everything. You have to stop doing this. Stop carrying this lack of humility everywhere you go. You can just be quiet sometimes, you know. You don't have to say something all the time, you know. You don't have to say something all the time. You could just be like, okay, what's Babbzy talking about today? Let me hear about it. No! Shatta Wale is clown. Oh, here we go. I don't even know what's going on. Morgan Baylor, big up yourself. Antigua. I do 1 or 2 dancehall tracks, mostly R&B. Tyrone Cunningham is Team DeMarco, by the way. Drea, Tyrone Buju can't even get him kids in a one room. Girl, can you imagine? Hey, I wanted to jump through the screen and punch him when he said that, you know. Oh, they went to everyone and they didn't come to us. Like, and like I say, as a Caribbean blogger, I love my Jamaican people, but all you have some real fuck up ways, bruh. All you have some real fuck up ways, bruh. And the difference is every island has fuck up ways, but the fuck up ways a lot of Jamaicans have is counterproductive to your own progress. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's some real fucking fuck up ways, B. This thing, I don't know that you're better than everybody. I don't know where this come from, but that is what's gonna be the egg on your face every single time. Cause when you start to diss some of these islands, they're gonna diss you back. That's why on my page right now, they don't even come back on my Instagram page, because before I used to be like, don't argue with them, and now I'm like, if they diss your island, diss them back. Trust me. No, I'm not fool. I'm just saying, as a Caribbean blogger, my belief and my responsibility is to be truthful and to be honest. If I don't do that, I'm a politician. I'm not gonna come up here and spin nothing. I'm not gonna come up here and say things that's not true. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it look like reggaeton and Afrobeats hijacked from. No, that's not what happened. Every single music is inspired by other music. Bounty Killer has a song, Run Come Up and I'm a Magnum Boy. That is We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Why is that okay? Why is it okay that almost all of the big dancehall songs back in the 90s and early 2000s have melodies from Christmas jingles and melodies from country songs and melodies from... Why is that okay? That's copyright infringement. That's the same copyright infringement. We Wish You a Merry Christmas doesn't have a copyright, right? So you're allowed to redo that melody because there's no, it's like it falls under generic copyright, right? But a lot of these other songs that you have the melodies from, you don't own the copyright for that. You're infringing on people's copyrights when you take their melody and then re-sing patois lyrics on it. That's copyright infringement. Yeah. And no one says nothing. You just take, and that's the thing about me. If you're gonna complain about reggaeton, we're gonna complain about mental, we're gonna complain about ska, and you don't want to do that. So leave reggaeton alone, because you don't want to come and start talking about ska. You're not ready for that conversation, because the one thing that Jamaicans afraid more than the Obia man is the truth. All you afraid the truth. Cause the minute you gotta look inside yourself, and the minute that you have to reflect on your own self, you're gonna run. You're not gonna want to stand up to that. Cause you're not gonna know what to say now when they're saying, okay, so you took Ray Charles music and da da da. You're gonna say, suck your mother, gun your mouth, you big stinking. That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna be like, well, okay, so let's think. You're not gonna. No, you're gonna, because you don't want to acknowledge that. You don't want to acknowledge that ska took from America, and you don't want to acknowledge that mental took from Trinidad, because acknowledging that mental took from Trinidad would mean that the high horse you're on, looking down on the other Caribbean islands, would have to lower, and you refuse to do that. So you would lie, bold face, and be like, nope, we didn't take nothing from Trinidad. Babbzy lie. All una where I chat no Babbzy are. No, you know what it is? That's what I'm saying to you. The Jamaicans that follow me are the ones that there's two kinds of Jamaicans, you know. There's Jamaicans that are very, very cultured, understand the other cultures, and they're socially Canadian. Right? They're not the same socially as Jamaicans in Jamaica, or Jamaicans that recently left Jamaica. So the Jamaicans that I grew up around in Canada, they're some of the most intelligent people that I know. They're lawyers and they're doctors, and but they're socially different. They're socially different. So they don't have in their mind, we're levels above Barbados and da 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 da. When I talk to Jamaicans up here, they'll always be like, boy, Barbados is dollar. You know what I mean? How did they get the dollar to be 2 to 1? And those are types of conversations we have. But online and on YouTube and on certain places, you right, like there's no like, you need to have a high school diploma to be able to come and talk to me. So now you're gonna bring any old fool that the minute they hear their country name call, or the minute that they hear somebody say something about dancehall or reggae, because they have all linked. Like, remember, like I saw a post 2 days ago. Someone sent it to me. They're like, Babbzy, look at this. This guy did a huge review about Jamaica. He was just like, I had such a great time when I went there. I went here. I went to Duns River Falls. Da, 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 da. He's like, oh, but the ackee and saltfish, I couldn't stand that. Yo, you want to see the man has 1,900 comments. Suck your mother, somebody want you for come like ackee and saltfish. The man do a whole reel bigging up Jamaica, you know. And at the end, he's like, man, but that ackee and saltfish, you'll never get me to like that. Jesus Christ, them almost killed him, man. They may say to themselves, like, okay, he came to Jamaica, he had a great time, but he don't like ackee and saltfish. Nope. You diss Jamaica, even though the whole video was bigging up Jamaica, because the man don't like ackee and saltfish. Them almost killed the man. Them things is not cool. I don't respect that. Because when you try to take away people's voice and you take away people's ability to say things, I don't like that. That's oppression. I don't believe in that. So that's the thing. The Jamaicans that can relate to me, they're the ones that travel and they know and they've been to other places. Do you know how much people tell me they never heard what a Bajan was till they heard about me? Like when they heard them calling me Bajan Babbzy, they're like, what's a Bajan? And I'm thinking to myself, like, how do you not know what a Bajan is? So you have to understand, like, there's just some different issues going on where, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Dancehall's gonna be left in the dust because of the attitude. Nikita's Jamaican. Tyrone is Jamaican. And you just have to be honest. The other day when they killed 8 people, there's a mass shooting, and this was like, remember when you talk about crime in Jamaica, they'll be like, no, go talk about the mass shootings in America and da da da. So there was a mass shooting, in Cherry Tree Lane, Clarendon. So What does that put you now? Deflect and run and cuss out and hide. And we're not talking about the truth. Right? My thing is, cyanide sounds, shut your mouth, but it's okay, I don't like bacon shark. The difference is Trinidadians do not link their nationality to bake and shark. So if you don't like bacon shark, Trinidadians are okay with that. When you don't like ackee and saltfish, you're dissing Jamaica. Jamaica's like, okay, you know when you go to McDonald's and you get a combo, you get a drink and fries and a burger? That's Jamaica. Every single thing comes along with it. So it's like you don't like ackee and saltfish. It's because you're disrespecting the people and you don't like them, and it's because you're bad mind, and like, so it's like everything goes along with it. Where in Trinidad or Barbados, if you go and you say you don't like cuckoo and flying fish, your Bajans is not gonna cuss you for that. They're not gonna cuss you for that. You're entitled to not like. There's Bajans that don't like cuckoo and flying fish. But like for whatever reason, it's like you say something like, "Oh, well, I went to Jamaica and I didn't like the grilled lobster." Yo, because you're bad man and you don't like us and you grudge us and it's true with this and it's true with that, right? And right now, let me tell you, I'll be honest. The other day I was gonna come live and just hang with you guys, and I woke up and I'm like, "Oh shit, Noah Lyles and Kashane Thompson photo finish and Noah Lyles won." I'm not even coming on the internet right now. Yo, Jamaicans gonna be salty, bruh. They're going to be salty over this. I didn't even come online. I just went back in my room and watched Scarface and watched Boys in the Hood. I was like, I'm not coming online. Them Jamaicans is going to be in fucking... And the first person they're going to come for is me. As soon as they could see me online, they're going to be like, so what do you think about the race? What do you think about the 100 meters? And then if I'm like, well, historically... Ranks, Trinidad, big up. You got your... Okay, you got your wrench. When if you come and say, well, historically it's always been the torso that when suck your mother because you know like we got you come from Barbados and yo this on your blood clot, this on your blah 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 blah. That's what's gonna happen. I've been watching track and field since 1984. First Olympics that I watched was 1984 with my dad, and I've always known the marker to be the torso, right? But God forbid a rule exists, right? No, but Kashane's foot was over the line first, so you got to give it to him. Yeah, but the rule is we don't care. We want Kashane to get the gold medal. Yeah, but the rule, fuck the blood clot rule. Kashane's foot was over, and we want our medal now. Yeah, but for the last 40 years, suck your mother because you don't like Jamaican people. You hate us. No, it's a rule. Implementing a rule doesn't mean you're not liked. So that's the problem. That's the problem. And then I saw the attack Jamaicans did on Janelle, which is Noah Lyles' girlfriend, who's Jamaican. And I was looking at the comments and they're like, you black ass black. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm not even coming back out because the black disrespect comments to me have died down so much. I was kind of like, let me just stay off the internet for a little bit because they fucking with somebody else right now. They ain't fucking with me. So let me not come around. You're vexed mad that Jamaica overshadowed Barbados. No, remember Barbados from Gary Sober's retired. Okay. If you say so. Even when we lose, we win. Okay. On our platform, we fight about locals and overseas football players. Every day, locals think differently. I tried Jamaican dumpling and oxtail. I like it. Yeah. Who's controlling? Oh. Yeah. G-Roy, I'm Canadian. I live in Canada. And Jamaica doesn't overshadow nothing in Canada. The other day I almost died and the ambulance was here in 3 minutes. How long does that take the ambulance to come and get you in Jamaica? Can you tell me? Approximately? In hours? Barbados has nothing to be ashamed of. They have the #1 education system in the region, tied with Trinidad, right? They have one of the strongest dollars of the region. They have one of the strongest passports of the region. They have the highest literacy rate in the region. So what exactly is Barbados jealous of Jamaica for? Can you tell me? Because I'm just confused about the whole conversation. What is it that Jamaica has that Barbados would be jealous of? Because people in Bangladesh know what jerk chicken is? Do you really think the average Bajan would trade not having to lock their door at night so that people know what cuckoo is in Pakistan? What are you measuring better? How's Jamaica better than Barbados? I don't understand. Can you break that down? Besides the suck your mother, can you tell me what Jamaica has that Barbados is jealous of? Because the things that are important, like education, Jamaica has the worst education system in the English-speaking Caribbean. You do know that, right? So instead of trolling me, why are you not looking for ways to help your school children in Jamaica? Because they need you. They need guidance. Barbados has never had a mass shooting of 8 people, 17 people shot. Your people need you. Why don't you go there and offer and contribute to them? Why don't you go and get Usain Bolt's money back for him? He got robbed by a company, SSL, in Jamaica. And Andrew Holmes is afraid to even walk in the office to try to get the money back. Why you don't go and get the man money back? There's so much things you could be doing for Jamaica that you're so proud of that could be helpful to them, instead of trolling somebody that you don't need to be trolling. You see how you combat ignorance with intelligence? What is Jamaica so adored for by Barbados that they're jealous of them? What do they have? I'm just curious because you're running your mouth. This is not a run your mouth platform. This is a check your ass platform. Let me show you something. And I'm gonna run after this too because I gotta go. I got a million and one things to do, but this trolling thing you guys gotta do is stupid because you don't have one fact to back and say. Hold on a second. Me no want nobody say that I tell the lies on the people. According to the findings, 38% of Jamaican children in this age cohort have not acquired foundational reading skills, while only 50% of them have acquired foundational numeracy skills. Additionally, among 15 to 16-year-olds, only 82% are attending upper secondary school or higher. Okay? If you want to get a breakdown of the Jamaican education system, Jamaican students judge below average. January 24th, 2000 and why is it not? Okay. Let's read this for you so that you can understand, because you might not be able to read. Oh, you have to register to get this. But the information's there. I get these emails all the time. Jamaica's performing the worst in the English-speaking Caribbean. So is that what Barbados is jealous of? Curious. Do you see a lot of Bajans running around in Jamaica? I see a lot of Jamaicans in Barbados. So you have the lowest literacy rate in the English-speaking Caribbean as well. Is that what Barbados is jealous of? Because they're at 99.6. You're in the 80-something. Are they jealous of your literacy rate, your dollar? One US dollar is $2 in Barbados. $1 is 150 something in Jamaica. Are they jealous of the dollar? What are they jealous of? What do you have that they're jealous of? Popularity? Which Jamaican man broke my heart? You. Because before you guys come on here and try to learn something, right? And stop acting like you don't have no fucking sense, All you want to do is come and tear down and fight against the reality of the situation. Nobody broke nobody's heart. But if you come and you tell me that we're jealous of you, then tell me what we're jealous of. It can't be popularity because it's not transferring into anything that's important. There's nobody on the planet that would trade being able to read, to be able to get jobs, being able to be literate, being able to, like, what would they trade? Having a stronger passport, having a stronger dollar to do what? What would they trade with Jamaica to do what? I don't understand. What are they jealous of? Like, when you make statements, you have to have actual facts to back that up. What are they jealous of? Why you gone? SSL private entity, some defrauded Bolt and others is before the courts. No, it's not. Andrew Holness said that they're doing an investigation and they're using Jamaican taxpayer dollars to pay for the investigation because they have to keep the operations open to investigate. And he's lying. All Andrew Holness has to do is a reconciliation between the database that does all the transactions at SSL with the financial system that pays out the money, and they would find out where Usain Bolt's money is gone. And that would be a 5-minute query to do with SQL. And Andrew Holness is gaming the whole of you. What are you talking about? What court is it in front of? It's not in front of no court. You're lying. You're a liar. You're lying. It's not in front of a court. Andrew Holness is saying it's at an investigation stage, and that the Jamaican taxpayers have to keep the doors open for the operations for them to do the investigations. When the average poor Jamaican doesn't even pay money into SSL, it's all rich people that are there. Why are the poor people in Jamaica paying money to investigate Usain Bolt's money? What are you talking about? You're a liar. The issue with Usain Bolt's money is a database replication issue that all they have to do is align that with what happened in the financial section of their databases and put those together and reconciliate them, and they will see where the gaps are in Usain Bolt's money. That's a 5-minute SQL query. Who you talking to? Not me. You come on the wrong page. Don't get caught up with the card blinders and this and that. I'll school your ass to here the next year. You don't know what you're talking about. You're lying. You're a liar. Stop lying. Same thing with the hotel system. 2 new hotels got built in Jamaica this year. They're opening this week. Everyone's like, oh, how come all the hotels are coming into Jamaica and they're building here and they don't want to go in the other places in the Caribbean? Because the other places in the Caribbean leaders will not allow these companies to come and exploit their people. That's why they're not being built in the other Caribbean islands. Your prime minister will let anybody bull you for $1. Is that what they're jealous of? The lowest paid workers in the region in hotel and tourism? And then they're paying into unemployment and the companies are keeping their money? You're already poor people. You have all these hotels in your countries robbing your workers, taking out unemployment from them and not remitting it to the government. Do you know who you're talking to? You can't be talking to me. Why are you not on the north coast of Jamaica from Negril all the way down to Runaway Bay and them places going and rallying for these people's unemployment dollars? That's what your voice should be used for, because they're already poor. They're already the lowest paid workers in the region. They're not making proper money. And then on top of that, Sandals and them is taking out their unemployment money and then keeping it and not even remitting it. How come Andrew Holness didn't ask for the evidence to show an audit of where the money's been going to? Why has Andrew Holness not asked Sandals or none of them to produce evidence of them remitting the people's unemployment money? Because he can't. Because the agreement was to come into Jamaica and bull you on speed dial. And the one person who's supposed to be protecting you from these outsiders is on their side. So is that what they're jealous of? Because me and Motley pulled the plug on Sandals. Is that what they're jealous of? Why are you not out there? Why are you not out there rallying? You can go on one hill in Barbados and see the whole island. You clueless to SSL case. No, you're clueless. Provide the evidence of what you're saying about SSL. It's not in court. You're lying. Stop talking about people being jealous. Everybody has their pros, everybody has their cons. But when you start trying to talk down on people and this and that, whatever. Listen, Bob Marley made Jamaica the best island. Don't blame us. It's one love. Is that why you had 1,600 and something murders last year? And you're the #1 murderous country in the world? When you say best, are you talking about murders? Barbados had 20 murders last year. You just had 17 shot in Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon. What are we talking about? In one day. Huh? What? You don't know the facts. You've just told yourself you're the best, and you just go around spewing that you're the best. And you have no clue what you're talking about. You have no clue that these people, a lot of these countries are doing a lot better than you. Your average Jamaican. There's Jamaicans that are making millions, that are doing extremely well. Andrew's the greatest PM in the entire Caribbean. Of course he is to the white man, because he's on their side. You don't even need to put Vaseline on his hand to bull you. At least motherfucking all Ralph Gonzalez at least will step out for Trinidad, for St. Vincent. Keith Rowley is over there changing the flag. He's like, let's take these colonizers off our flag. Andrew Holness is like, Jamaica for sale, booty for sale, booty for sale, booty for sale, booty for sale. Who wants to come in and kick the Maroons off their land? You? Who's the highest bidder? Oh, the forestry people? Oh, we got some nice trees up there that are like 300 and 400 years old. You can come and chop down and get some for some money. You want to come and bull us? Who wants to come bull us? And then Edmund Bartlett's out there and be like, come to Jamaica. Come to Jamaica. All inclusive. Guess what? Because our hotels don't pay income tax, property tax, corporate tax. They don't pay duty. And guess what they don't even do either? They don't even support our local fisheries. Guess what they do? They import their seafood from other places. And then they don't have to pay duty at customs. But you, when you go and visit your great aunt in New York and you come back with an iPhone 13, we gonna rip your ass in some duty when you come through. We're gonna put you through the scanner and we're gonna make you pay out your ass. You're not gonna be able to eat for the next month for that iPhone. But them, they could come and bring all kind of alcohol in. Oh, we weren't smart enough to sign in any stipulations that they have to use a certain amount of local alcohol in their hotels. So they just import their shit. They be bringing in vodka. We don't make vodka here in Jamaica. We make Great Nephew in Appleton. But guess what? Come on down. The price is right. Come on down. Wanna bull you? Who wants to bull? Who wants to bull? Who wants to get bulled? Oh, the China? You want to own our port? Okay, yeah, China. So China owns our port. Oh, wait a minute. Mexico? You own our airport? Okay, cool. So wait a minute. What if an enemy tried to attack us tomorrow? Mexico and China? But what? Oh, but wait a minute. So China and Mexico actually control what comes into our country and we have no say? How did we end up here? Oh. Is that what they're jealous of? Not owning their own ports? China owning your port? Mexico owning your airport? Come on, man. Stop it, man. When I tell you, booty for sale. Booty for sale. Come to Jamaica and build your hotel here. We don't pay our people. You can exploit them. And you'll be able to import your whiskey and your brandy and your vodka from your home country. And you're going to be able to support the white man who doesn't need more support. Come and exploit our people here in Jamaica. Out of many, we are one, you know. Yeah. You don't have to remit the income tax and property tax. And you don't have to remit anything when you come here. You get a tax concession for 40 years. So you pay nothing. So our dollar that's weak, it should be getting contributed by having a more financially stable economy. No. We're not interested in getting a stronger dollar. We just want the little kickback you're going to give us for when you bring the hotels here. Oh, and we're not going to show you the exchange rates in Jamaica of the other countries because we don't want you to think that you're doing worse than them. We'd like you believing that you're doing better because then you won't pressure us for better. Why is everybody confused about Barbados people to be Jamaican? The same way people are confused that Koreans are Chinese, Vietnamese are Chinese, Japanese are Chinese. There are more Jamaican people than Bajans around the world. Bajans don't leave. They're there in Barbados. Jamaicans leave and they go everywhere. I have Jamaicans in Siberia working on a diamond mine in Siberia, ordering from my Cara box. Jamaicans are everywhere. That's why your culture is everywhere, because you're there. Show me one neighborhood in Afghanistan that's Jamaican. You can't, because there's no Jamaicans there. But in London and Brixton and these places, you're going to see a lot of Jamaican influence because there's a lot of Jamaicans that are there. That's only logical. What do you think, that it's like every single country has the same amount of number of people and then the people just chose jerk chicken over it? No, there's more of you. The same way there's a billion Chinese, so that's why everyone thinks all the people with squint eyes Chinese. Jamaica is the most known English-speaking Caribbean island. That's why they think that. They don't think that because it's you. They think that because there's more of you everywhere. You're like the Chinese. The same way that people from Bangladesh are assumed to be Indian. People from Pakistan are assumed to be Indian. Why is that? Because India has 1 billion people. There's more Indians than anyone else. So obviously people think that everyone's Indian. A person can come from Tanzania and they have an Indian look and people assume that they're Indian. Why? There's more of you. The same way most people think when they hear Africa, if you don't look Somalian, which is a distinct look, they're going to think that you're from Nigeria. Nigeria has 150 million people. This is the wrong page. I know you might think this is a Mari or Queenie or Mackerel or some cunt. Let me tell you something. Don't play over here. This is the deep end. This is not the shallow end. You get fucked up over here. You get fucked right up over here. You got to give me a reason why they're jealous of Jamaica. You haven't given me one. You're popular, okay? How's that helping the people when you have the worst murder rate in the world? How? So because people are buying beef patties in England, it means what? How is that helping your people? That's not helping them. All these hotels is just making you look good on paper. It's not helping the people. They're robbing your people. What are you talking about? Why are you not out rallying for the fucking mass murder, mass shooting that happened in Cherry Tree Lane? You want to be here to come and fuck with me because you're a coward. Typical coward. This is not pride. You guys are confusing pride. You lack humility and you're overrun with shame. So you want to use your voice and bark down people and diss people because you're ashamed. So this thing you made up that everybody hates you and nobody hates you. They just defend themselves when you diss them, which you do all the time. Drea, popular yet have to run to next man country. I've never seen a Bajan try to get into America through Mexico in my life. I've never heard a Bajan got held at the border in Mexico. Bajans are not trotting through swamps in Mexico. For a country that's so amazing, y'all is running away like fat cats and dogs. You're willing to live places, you don't want to go back. Why? You're shame. I understand there's parts of the society that you're ashamed about. I get it. But internalize that to yourself. When you try to project that onto others, you can get fucked up. If a police killed him. This is actually one of the funny things. This is what's the problem with dancehall on YouTube. These people allow these fucking street people, extortionists, to come in this blogging thing and then come and try bullying people for money and bullying people about where they could go and bullying people what they can do and talking about, yo, you can't go here and you can't go there and all this thing. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, B? We don't come from that. You can't come around here with that. You got to move out of here with that. We're not taking on that. So, Miss Babbzy, why Rihanna and Nicki Minaj love Jamaicans so much then? Because we were a people that taught to love our neighbors. that hard to understand? It might be because you were taught to look down on us and we were taught to embrace you all and love everybody. So we don't come from the same doctrine of love. Rihanna loves Jamaicans because they're Caribbean. That's her culture. You're a part of our culture. Why would she not love people from her own culture? I'm trying to understand. I'm confused. Why would Nicki Minaj not love people from her own culture? You ever see Rihanna at Jamaica Carnival? Because she's at Barbados Carnival every year. If she love you all so much, why is she not down there jumping up in the road? She love you all so much. How come she didn't build a cancer center down there for Jamaicans? Because she built one for Bajans. She loves you so much, but she's doing 10 times more for Barbados? Show me how many pictures you've seen of Rihanna in Jamaica. When last have you seen her there? Because she makes reggae sounding music, she's in love with Jamaica? I'm not even trying to be, I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't understand the logic. The Caribbean is a region that we've been taught to love one another. There are islands in the Caribbean, such as Jamaica, that believe that they're superior to the rest of the region. So no, you don't know that Byron Lee is a culture vulture. You think Byron Lee put Calypso on the map. The rest of us are looking at you like, what are you talking about? These songs were all big before Byron Lee touched them. The reason that Byron Lee owns the copyright on most of them is because these small islands didn't know about copyright. So when he got with the culture vultures like the VP Records and them, they went and put copyrights on the song. Why don't you come up here and talk about the fact that Arrow, that sings Feeling Hot, 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 had to fight Byron Lee to put his own name on the copyright for Tiny Whiny because Byron Lee and them wouldn't allow him. Why you don't come and talk about that court case, sweetheart? Most of these songs that Byron Lee sang are covers, and he was able to copyright them. That's why when you go on Spotify, you're going to see a lot of Byron Lee songs grayed out because there's a battle for a whole bunch of them. They're not his songs. But because they had the understanding of the copyright before the rest of the Caribbean did, they were able to go around and snatch up people's songs and copyright them. Your little sound bites without context. When last you visit your country? Today. I'm from Canada. I'm here. Kita, is this Toronto? Christina, is this, where am I? Pickering? Christina, tell me where I am. I'm gonna fan the air from over here. You tell me, because you know the air in Barbados smells specific, right? You know what I mean? You ever bring back your clothes and then you open them when you get back from Barbados and you're like, holy shit, my clothes smell like Barbados? Okay, I'm gonna fan the air onto you. And you tell me if this is Bajan air or Canadian air where I'm supposed to be. We Jamaicans love to spread our seed all over. Funny, we running away for true, better living mostly. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. My issue's never been with Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful country. I've been there. I go to Sumfest. Dancehall and reggae are a part of my culture. I grew up on that music. I have no problem. My problem comes when you're trying to push me down like you're superior to me. I'm going to push you off because my dad always told me, when they say your name wrong, you correct them. So this belief that you're better than me because you're from Jamaica, that is where we will have a problem. This belief that we're jealous of you, that is where we'll have a problem. We don't have a problem otherwise. Right? We don't have a problem. Now, the reason that I ended up here, this is my fault and I take responsibility. When I became a Caribbean blogger, I did not know that so many Jamaicans were clueless about the history of their country and the history of their music. I did not know that they did not know that Mento evolved from Calypso. So now I'm in this fucked up position because now I'm seen as the person to speak on the music, right? But now I come across that I'm hating against Jamaica because now I have to fight with Jamaicans about the narrative that they've built. That's a lie. So now I got to do what I did to get me here in the first place, which is to tell the truth. And it's like, no, you did not make this. This is Trinidad. Trinidad has the first music of the region. But because now you want to bully me and I stand up to you, I don't like you. I have no problem with you. Don't lie on nobody. And we're good. I have no problem with you. Don't look down on people and we're good. Because you're never going to come around me and look down on me because of my nationality. I'm not tolerating that. And you have a problem with that because I'm black. You don't like black people. Trust me, reading the comments on Noel's girlfriend's post, I could not believe how many Jamaicans disrespect this girl for her complexion. I was like, all you're fucking losing your mind over there. Imagine black is a diss in Jamaica. You will never see them comments on other Caribbean posts. Never. You would never see a Trinidadian come and tell me you're black and ugly. Never. They will call me a ugly, but they ain't gonna say I black. Right? So the bleaching epidemic and the things that are going on there, we don't relate to that because why would we bleach our skin when we love being black? It's all you that have a problem being black. Some of you. So when you're over there cussing over your own people and calling them black and ugly, we're like, what the fuck? And you think that's what we jealous of? What are we jealous of? No. You're not going to talk down to me because of my country of origin. You have to give me a reason. You're not going to pull no slave master colonizer shit on me. And one of the things that I am concerned about, and I'm going to be honest about this, I feel like when all of us cuss, we cuss different. But I feel like when Jamaicans cuss you, they're trying to destroy your spirit. They're trying to destroy your hope. They're trying to destroy you internally. They're trying to tear you to smithereens and fuck you up. And I don't understand why you argue about that. And the argument could be something simple like Buju being wrong about reggaeton and Afrobeats. All of a sudden you're talking about how this, like, it's the weirdest thing. You fight different. You want to destroy people. Spirit there. You want to destroy their self-esteem. You want to destroy their self-worth. And it's like when you come over here, you can't get it done and you don't like that. You're mad because you're like, yo, when we made Macro run and go cry and ball, we made Kizzy go shave off her head. We forced Chanel Muir's fiance to go bleach. We send Amari into mental explosions all the time. What happened when we can't fuck around Babbzy? Got my house built on solid rock, not on sand. And for you to fucking tear me down, you got to go back to the 80s when my parents was building me up. So I know the truth. You can't come talk down to me because of where my parents come from and where I come from. You can't do that. I'm not accepting that. You can't belittle me because I'm Bajan and you're Jamaican. And I can speak on the music because it's the music of our region. And unfortunately, you don't have anybody online that's Jamaican that's giving the truth about the history of the music. And when people like Buju have opportunities to do it, he doesn't take it. He chooses the arrogance road. So that's what the problem is. The problem is there's somebody now stepping up and saying you're wrong. That's not correct. You're not accurate there. Suzette says, Babbzy, you might have maroon blood. You know, actually, Arawak. Yeah. So if you could come now and be the big bad bully Jamaican and push me down and disrespect me and then I run and cry and hide, you would feel very good about that. But you don't like the fact that I can stand up to you and I'm going to use facts. Mental don't come from Trinidad. Okay, guys, we're going to do this today. Right? We're going to do this today. Because we have to understand that these people never know when to back down. They just always keep going and looking stupid. Did anyone say that mental came from Trinidad? It evolved from Trinidadian music. There's a difference. Am I speaking a different language or
how does
hold on?
reggae and ska come out of calypso? Many people ask that.
Yeah,
huh?
because the calypso was always there first,
Right.
you know. And then when the musicians in Jamaica started to play, although them can play calypso too, because they play a lot of calypso, but because the American influence music come past through down there, you know, them start to kind of get more to, them time used to have Fats Domino
Yeah.
and plenty of them type of people. So after a while now, the music start drift from the reggae. See, it used to be a music almost like a half blues. They used to play before the ska start, you know. Even people like Joe Hicks, Janana, Janana, Nana, Janana, Janana, na, you know that music?
Right.
Used to play that plenty. So,
Wait, come and argue with Bob Marley. Come and argue with Bob Marley. Bob Marley now tell you Calypso was there first. That's where mental got inspired from. Then he said the American influence. You ain't hear what the man say? The man say the same. Come and argue with Bob Marley. You raw soul. Come and argue with Bob Marley. He was there. He would know where ska and these music come from. He was a part of it. Why is he talking about the American influence? All you stupid? Maybe you will believe a Rasta man over me because I black and Bajan, so you ain't gonna believe me. Bob Marley, I'll tell you where the music come from. I wasn't Rasta, idiots all the fucking time, just that. Wait, hardball, you come out. Hardball? What? Wait, them like you out of prison? Wait, let me give you a round of applause. Applause, hardball. Big up yourself, hardball. Drea, I see your man Movado went French Guiana the other day, right? What are people quarreling about, Drea? The man went on a private jet from Miami to French Guiana. That's an 8-hour flight. What 1 hour flight he could got? What they got? Was it Concorde to still fly? Anyhow, people go easy on Cyanide Sounds. The same Cyanide Sounds that's cussing me is who helped me put this together. So I had to dust this off. So this is teach thee how to DJ set that's coming up this week. So I'm gonna break you guys down with everything that's gonna be happening. So Tuesdays is gonna be the dancehall discourse. Still, it's gonna be basically here 8 p.m. to 10. Right? I'm a little late today, so yeah. So I'm gonna be here Tuesdays, and this is the only time we'll be discussing reggae and dancehall. It's going to be on this particular segment. Every other segment, we're going to be doing the other thing. So we have some interviews coming up this week for the reggae and dancehall side. I have Country Hype coming through. He's going to talk about how, he rose to stardom and how Cree from Alkaline put him on the map and these things. So we're going to have that kind of conversation. Also, we have Lady Lava, who's going to be passing through. And Lady Lava is going to be talking about her big song. She has this song that is like people going stupid this summer. Like, it's crazy. So Lady Lava and Tian Hernandez, if you didn't know, I'm in that music video, to be honest. Did I ever show you guys that I'm in this video? Actually, I'll show you next. I'll show you when it happens on the interview. So we have Tian and Lady Lava coming through a day this week. Lady Lava's birthday was last week, Wednesday, and mine was Thursday. So that's why she was going to come last week, but because of the birthdays, we're like, okay, you know what? You're going to be too drunk to do it. So just come after. And Also, we have Caribbean karaoke on my TikTok channel. So my TikTok channel is the same exact name as my YouTube channel, which is the same exact name as my Instagram channel, which is strictly Babbzy. The only other page that I have a different name is Babbzy at Large, which is Facebook. So I have the blue check on my Babbzy at Large page, which was verified since 2013. Can you guys drop a like on the video, please? I need you to drop a like for me right now. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I'm going to have a schedule going on. Also, I'm going to see if I can post it in here. I don't know if I can, but I have a WhatsApp channel now. And so I'm going to give you the WhatsApp channel link. I'm going to see if I could drop it in here. Let me see. How could Jamaica have Mento and Calypso in 1930 and it never came from, and the Calypso never had nothing to do with Mento? You're confusing yourself, G-Roy. I don't know. Your desire to be number one is starting to show. Are you sure it's you emotional or it's me? I don't know. Y'all sound crazy. But ask your own doctors in Barbados. If not Yui, give them a license. Same like Yui at Cave Hill. Oh, you guys are talking about education stuff. So I'm going to drop the link for the channel in this conversation here. And so this is where you'll be able to find every single thing that's happening. Every single thing that's going on, you'll be able to find. All right? So check the link there. So yeah, big up Afrobeats. Afrobeats has done nothing wrong. Big up Reggaeton. Reggaeton, you've done nothing wrong. On behalf of the Caribbean, I'm going to speak and I'm going to say, like, apologies for the disrespect from Buju Banton. He's uninformed and he's suffering from arrogance and some other things. He just sold 19,000 tickets and this is where you'll be able to find every single, and basically he's feeling himself right now. Just don't take what he said too serious, and don't think that the whole entire Caribbean believes that you guys are thieves, and we don't believe that. And we support all of you because we're all basically siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like, reggaeton is Cuba, and reggaeton is Puerto Rico, and reggaeton is Haiti, and reggaeton is, and it's given away out for a whole heap of people from the Caribbean, because even, you know, Honduras and Belize, these are all islands that have Caribbean culture, like Roatan Island and these islands where people had to seek refuge from. Like, these are all Caribbean nations, and truthfully, like, we don't have a problem with it. We have no problem with, you know, expressing yourself through music, because that's what music is about, right? So we have no issue with that. And the only issue that as soca people that they have with reggaeton, with Afrobeats, is that they just feel at Carnival it should be soca, because that's what Carnival was put in place for. And a lot of the other music that's being played at Carnival is kind of just seen really culturally as disrespect. So the issue is not with actually Afrobeats. The issue is just actually with the situation that they're being played in. Like, at Carnival, people want to hear soca. They don't want to hear any other music. And that's kind of what it is. So, you know, if there is an issue with, you know, some of these parades playing excessive Afrobeats or reggaeton, then they should just rename their parade as something different. And that will make all of the drama go away, because that's what the fight about Afrobeats is. So Caribbean people are not fighting Afrobeats. They're just saying, look, like at Carnival, it's soca. That's what it is, right? So, yeah, that's how it goes. He was smoking. I always get worried when I see, like, his generation speak on music, because it's like, I don't think they're informed really on what's going on. Like, Massacre is not going to sit there and say something like that, right? Like, Popcorn is not going to sit there and say something like that. That's going to come from his generation artists, right? Like, the ego and the arrogance and stuff. These younger guys are not going to say stuff like that. But like I said, that's what the platform is here for. The platform is here to put out the facts, and the platform is not here to be Caribbean bullies. The platform is here to push us up when we're supposed to be in the front, and the platform is also supposed to give credit where credit's due and give Jack their jacket. That's how I feel about the situation. So the reason why it's literally Babbzy versus Jamaicans is because there's just so much Jamaicans that just don't really understand what's happening. And because they didn't really grow up in the music like we did in the Caribbean, they don't understand a lot of what's happening. Like, remember when Shensia and Megan Thee Stallion got the copyright infringement for Lick? And it was like Denise Belfont produced by Nasty. Put Your Back in It. And like the whole Caribbean knows that this song was hijacked from Denise Belfont. But then it was like Jamaicans were coming to defend Shensi, and they're like, well, no one knows that song, and that's a idiot song. And no one does not know the song. We all know the song. You don't know the song. You don't know it. Right? And that's the problem. We know it because we heard it. You didn't hear it. You know what I mean? So this is where the battle is always coming from. It's coming from lack of knowledge. So then they will say you're dissing them when you're speaking the truth. And that's just how it goes. So that's what my battle's been resorted to. Like, I wish I could have been in a position where I could just be like, yeah, white folks, here's that reggaeton and here's this. I like 95% of my battle is against Jamaicans. All the time. And it's like, you can't take credit for that, because when you take credit for that, you're disrespecting these people. Yo, that whole thing with Julian Alfred bunned me, you know. That hurt me, man, because I'm like, yo, look at this. Is a St. Lucia's first gold medal in the history of Olympics. They've never had a gold medal before. Never. And you couldn't even be happy for them. You couldn't just be like, congrats, St. Lucia. Big up yourself. You had to run over. Oh, that girl went to Jamaica. She went to school in Jamaica. Like, it's like, let people have a fucking day of their own, man. Let people be happy for a minute, bruh. Let people be happy for a minute, man. God damn it, yo. It's crazy. It's like, nobody can have nothing. If you don't have it, nobody ain't having it. Them things is offensive to me, man. It's offensive, bad. It's like, listen, let people have their say. Let people have their win. You know, that's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here for. Also, people, there's to be no battling on social media when it comes to my name. Anybody taking out clips or snippets from what I've said and they've lied. If you feel like what they're lying on their YouTube video and what they're saying about me, just report the video for cyberbullying and whatever. We're not doing that. We don't have no more time for this. We got to get back on track. We got to go back to the education and the teaching and the preachings, right? We're not doing this no more. So that's really where I want to get all of us back. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been straying too. I've been going to cussing rehab, you know. And they're like, Babbzy, put down the rascal. That's why you haven't heard me curse too much today. They said, put down the rascal and put down the God blinders and teach. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get back to that and no more fighting with these people. Also, well, you know, I got to throw a little word here and there. You got to have a house to come and cuss me. Like, you gotta have a house with your name on it. You gotta be either on the lease. You gotta own. You cannot come and cuss me and you living at people. I'm not doing this. We're not doing homeless tracings no more. If you don't own where you live at, you're not supposed to talk to me. If you do not have 100,000 followers on 2 platforms or more, you're not supposed to talk to me. If I put your name in Chat GPT and they can't find your ass, you're not supposed to talk to me. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not doing no more charity cuss outs with nobody. Plus, y'all can't cuss with me anyways. If you homeless and you don't have 100,000 followers on 2 platforms, wind to the side. Wine to the side. You know what I'm saying? All right. I done cussing. I done cussing. I done cussing people. But yeah, no more bottom feeder tracing and thing. I done with that. So whatever they say about me, they're gonna say. I've been through a lot. I've had many fights in my time. I've had many battles in my time. I've had islands try to destroy me, and we still standing. So obviously, we're doing something right. And I feel like I'm grateful to my mom and my dad for at least instilling some level of resilience in me that I can overcome these things. Might take some work, but at least I could overcome the fight and keep pressing, because that's what the both of them wanted me to do. So no more trying to be like, yeah, tippy toe, like you bad, we bad. You know what I'm saying? You got the you got a 2-2, I got a Glock 43. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get back to the pushing the music for the region and pushing the culture, because like I said to you, I want us to see us get to the point where like I remember Canada when there was no Chinese holidays and all these things. These people came in and fought for their culture. And when I see Afro nations fight hard to get a Billboard chart, with Billboard and Afro Nation working closely with them, that's because they have an entity that's working for them and fighting for them. I was wishing that we had one, but I didn't know the disconnect with Jamaica was so big. But through education and consistency, it will iron out, right? Because like, I'm not the enemy, I'm the ally. But I'm not gonna get up here and lie about shit and fight other people for what they did and what they contributed. So that's how I feel about that topic. You know what I'm saying? Always give Jack their jacket. That's just where we gotta get with this. So whoever invented something, so Trinidad is at the heart of the Caribbean for music right now. They are the creators of Caribbean music. They created Calypso and everything branched off from that, except for trap dancehall that came from America, which is actually Jamaican trap and Jamaican drill, right? Trinidad is Trinidadian trap, Trinidadian drill, right? There's no dancehall in that either. So that's how it is. It's really our Jamaican locally, they Eagles, and they don't. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like as I said to you, like I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, and in the '80s, and it wasn't never like this is ours and this is, and you don't, and you're beneath us. Like we were always just united. Like we were always just like one. You know what I mean? It's just later now I'm seeing this thing, and you know where this is stemming from. I'm going to be honest. This is stemming from just the people who have nothing to bring to the table, right? This ignorance is stemming from them. It's stemming from people that have nothing to contribute. So when they go around, they want to belittle people that are not Jamaican because they themselves have nothing. And so they've tied their self to their nationality. Like I, Carla Babb, have attributes to contribute to society outside of being Bajan. So being Bajan is not what I'm tied to. I'm tied to my own identity. I have an identity. These people don't have an identity, so their identity is tied to Jamaica because they don't have an identity, right? They weren't built up as youngsters. They weren't built up as children. They weren't taught anything. Their mom and their dad, if they know their dad, they gave them food for dinner, bathed them, and then the rest of everything else they had to learn. Like my parents taught me. They worked with me. Like they educated me. I didn't have a babysitter. I have my dad in one room on Facebook cussing people, and I'm in another room. Like my dad and I, we stayed in the same room all the time till I went to my bed, and he explained stuff to me. So you have to understand, like these people are identityless. Their identity is Jamaica. They don't bring nothing else to the table. When you have an identity, being Jamaican is not that important. Being Jamaican is not what you're going to be tied to. I know those Jamaicans, the educated ones, the ones that are articulate, the ones that have accomplishments and achievements in life, right? They can point to this, that they've done this and they've done that and they've done this and they've done that. But the ones that have nothing to point to, Nothing. You would have to think that coming on my live for 2 hours to troll me, you have to have an empty life. I don't have that time. All of my time is allotted to things that are going to make me progress in life. I have not 1 minute in my day do I have able to allot to trolling and tearing down somebody. I don't have that time. All 24 of my hours are dedicated to progressive movements. So I can't relate to why anybody would spend time trying to drag down somebody. I don't. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? This generation never got no good care. No, you know, like I said, it's just a lot, the blind leading the blind. But you know, my eyes could see, right? So that's what I'm going to let you know. What? Somebody said to sing a cartel. Why you guys want me to sing a cartel now? You know that Vibes Cartel? No, I'm not singing no cartel song. I'm not singing no cartel song. You got to tell me another song to sing. Oh, drop me a business page here, Christina. I'm gonna find you back on and message you. The page you sent me, I can't find it. I can't find it. I'm not singing anything. I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Stay out of trouble. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for World Wednesdays. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about why some of the Caribbean nations are backing Palestine in this Israel-Palestine war. And we're going to give you a breakdown of the history of all of this, like how the Caribbean kind of relates to Palestine. And then Fantastic Friday, Tion and Lady Lava. And then Saturday, I'm going to give a breakdown of what's going on in the Caribbean because there's some crazy stuff that's been going on in Trinidad. There's some situations that went on where a man drove over his girlfriend allegedly in Trinidad. At first they were saying that it was a love triangle. Then they came back and said it wasn't a love triangle. Now they came back, it was a love triangle. And also there were 6 people killed in a home that was related to like this whole situation. So I'm going to talk more about that this weekend and some of the crimes that's going on in Barbados as well. Because there's been some shootings. Barbados is at 30 murders this year already. And they had 20 last year for the entire year. So they're already over the number from what they had last year. So I want to talk about the rise in the crime. Also, there's been some changes in the travel advisory. But we're going to talk about that on the weekend. So that's the structure. And then karaoke Saturday on my TikTok page. We're going to have karaoke over there, okay? So you're going to see more of me. I got to get up and running. I got kicked. I did some purging and some real deep reflection from my birthday and a couple days from before. Big up Katam Kum in the chat, Kid, Chronic, and some other people. Keats, big up yourself, girl. Yeah, you know, I gotta change my ways, and the change starts from within. And I gotta stop looking at the gutter. I gotta stop looking at the gutter, man. Why am I looking in the gutter? Anyhow, love you guys. Bye, Christina, Tyrone, love you, Keita. Nick, Keats and Keat. Don't want to confuse it. Stop pretending that you know anything about Jamaican. I know that you over there jerking off with no life. You've been here for the whole, like, you have no life. G-Roy, none. Like, imagine your life. I'm Merciful Mermaid. Imagine your life, G-Roy. You've been here for 2 hours complaining with somebody that don't know you and don't care about your opinion at all. You're a loser. I already know this. You're a loser. You have no life. Where's your girlfriend? You don't have no dick to put on no fucking girl right now? Like, what's the problem? You've been here for 2 whole hours cussing. You don't have no pum-pum to go get? Then Bounty Killer saying, gal forget what any means anyhow. Like, why are you here? What are you so mad about? Are you a defunct blogger? Were you somebody trying to blog and then you didn't make it? Because that's what a lot of you guys that hate on me, you guys are like defunct bloggers that can't get up and running, you know. I'll have a course to show you how to get out here, you know. Because I know in your mind, you're like, this bitch got fucking big from Canada and she's a regional blogger. How the hell does she do that? And I don't even have a key for my front door? What? Come on, man. Ixie Bixie, by the way. Ixie Bixie put some real licks in my ass. She's like, Babbzy, listen, let me tell you something. I'm like, Ixie Bixie, don't get mad at me. You understand? Yeah. You've been here all night. Don't you have a girlfriend? She's that's why she's fucking the nigga down the street. You know the little young boy with the bow legs that cuts your grass? You need to be worried about the dick that he's pressing on her while you here with me. You worried about the wrong thing. You worried about the wrong thing. Go get your woman. Go get a life. If you want to learn how to do a blog and get up and running, send me a DM and I'll show you. But this way of trying to get attention, it's not cute. You've been here all night. You've been here all night. You've been here the whole time. People go to do things that they like. They don't go and do things that they don't like. You look like a lunatic. You need a life. My God. Linda. Oh, I'm going to do a cussing class too. Conrad Smith, big up yourself. Respect to you tonight. For I've seen a lot of your comments, Conrad. Ratings to you, big time. In fact, I have to give you a wrench. I'm gonna give you a wrench for your contributions tonight, Conrad. Hold on, let me see if I can give you an applause. Conrad, you're gonna get a wrench for your contributions tonight. We love intelligent people. K, big up yourself. K. All right. And also, guys, Tyrone Cunningham and Tyrone Blackburn are two different people. Okay. What's this one? Jamaica has done a lot historically. Bajans can't change that. If y'all don't believe, just research for yourselves. Okay. Suzette Beersing. Suzette! Long time I don't see you. Shaker Rasta, big it up yourself. James Bond, I got coffee in your rascal when I see you. You and Cyanide Sounds. Huh? Okay, you go on. Yeah, man. Conrad, let me see. Hold on, Conrad. Can we give Conrad his wrench? We need to give Conrad his wrench, you know. Conrad. I giving you one on Shaker Rasta. You getting one too. I like your comments tonight. All the people that I like, you get in comments. Plus I have some people to kick out anyways. Right? Right. James Bond, yeah, I love you, James Bond. Even though I'm kicking you. If it wasn't you that taught me how to put the Serato together. So yeah, karaoke, and then teach me how to DJ is coming on Monday next week. So I'm gonna come and start mixing and stuff because I got this shit up and running. Babbzy's back, guys. Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes. Thank you very much for everything that you guys do because you guys are wonderful. I love you all so much. Please drop a like on your way out. If you can, please try to share at least a snippet of this on your channels, on your Instagrams, your Facebooks, wherever. I need some help because I'm not in the algorithm because I don't go live enough. So I really need you guys to come and support your girl. You know what I mean? I come begging. I don't ask for money. I just asking for a like and a share. You know what I mean? So love you guys. I gone. We go talk later. Bye. Stay out of trouble. James Bond buckle for you too. Bye. Later.